In this episode of our new release video series, I'll introduce our newest improvements within 2D modeling. Previously, when importing an overland flow or groundwater region, the triangulation parameters were all populated with a 0 value. Instead, each parameter shown here now imports with the default values as shown. Several 2D feature help topics now include a rules section that outlines the requirements for that feature type. Please refer to the help topics noted here when getting started with a new 2D model. The spacing input form for overland flow and groundwater breakpoint patterns has been simplified. Patterns can be created with either a fixed grid or a triangular pattern, and users are only required to enter a side length and buffer dimension. Instead of using the surface specified in the Overland Flow Region Manager, users now have greater control over the ground elevations specified at breakpoint locations or at each vertex along a break line. When Apply 3D is toggled on, the user-specified ground elevations are incorporated into the Overland Flow triangular mesh during the scenario build. The last feature improvement to discuss is that it's now possible to use the Assign Cross-Section tool and the Set Invert Elevation tool for all channels, including those that are connected to 1D node interfaces. A scenario build error check has been added to identify cases when 2D extrusions touch or overlap. Here you see that an error has occurred during my first attempt at building this scenario. I'll delete one of the extrusions and rebuild the scenario. Once complete, you can see that the scenario log now provides the 2D overland flow region 2D link count and the groundwater region final point count. When exporting a 2D animation in StormWise, an option is now available to automatically add the newly created surface to the Surface Manager. This allows you to skip the extra step of importing the surface and instead quickly progress to displaying the profiles with the animation results.